Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I am super excited for this video because I'm going to be doing a week of the Plouise Secret Sinner palette, which if you have not seen already, I'll just show you really quickly. Here is what it looks like. It is absolutely stunning, an all matte palette, and if you want to have more information on this palette, my thoughts on it, all the details, then I will have a full review already up on my channel. It'll be linked in the description box and also in the cards right here. So if you want to watch it before or after this video or not at all, whatever floats your boat, I just want to let you know the information is out there. So just in case you're not familiar, I do this as a series where I do a week of, and sometimes it's a palette, sometimes it's singles that I have pulled from my collection and turned into a palette. It really just fluctuates depending on how I'm feeling, but I just do 5 looks and I feel like you guys really enjoy it. You find it very inspiring, which inspires me to do more. So if you have any suggestions for my next week of, then just feel free to leave it down below and I am all ears. This particular video is going to be just a touch different because it is an all matte palette. I'm going to be pulling some single shimmery shadows from my collection and incorporating them into the look, so it is not going to be just this palette, although I am only using mattes from this palette. So I hope you guys don't mind that decision, but that is basically all I have to say for this intro, so let's just go ahead and jump on in. Alright, so it is day 1 and I am super excited. When I look at the palette, I feel like immediately I am drawn into all the pinks and red tones. So I thought that I would purposely go in and really play with the yellow and the green today because I feel like those two shades in this palette, I feel like they're really the pops and they might get overlooked a little bit. Maybe not the yellow as much, but I feel like I really want to do a yellow and green look. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the teal shade, which is called Affair. I did already prime my eyes with the Plouise base in the shade 0.5, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this teal shade basically right through my crease. I'm just going to go ahead and just slightly build that up. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and take the yellow shade right here, which is called Climax. And I'm going to place the yellow slightly above the teal, which is definitely going to make it turn more into a true green shade, but I still want to have like a pop of yellow over. I'm going from like a really dark shade to a pretty light shade, so it is going to take a little bit of blending and definitely going back and forth. I actually really like the way this is going. I'm going to take some more teal, some more of Affair, and just go back in and keep blending. So I realized my camera stopped recording. I don't know how much I was able to get of the blending, but like I said, just going back and forth, and I feel like this is actually going pretty well. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take my Plouise base and cut my crease. I'm going to go back into the brush that I used for the teal shade, and I'm just going to kind of just pat over the edge really softly where the outer V and the cut crease ends. So for my lid, I am going to be going into my Sydney Grace Cosmetics collection, and I'm going to use some single shimmer shadows because the Plouise palette is all matte. So I'm going to start off with this greeny blue shade right here, which is called Marine Waters, and then I'm going to go into this yellow right here, which I think is called Sunshine, Sunbeam. Alright, so the shimmer shades look really beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and go in with a bit more teal, just kind of blend it in, make sure everything looks good. Alright, so there is the look so far. I think it is really, really beautiful. I'm going to do most of my face, probably some lashes off camera, and then I'll be back to finish up the look. Alright, so I just want to mention really quickly that the lashes I threw on are House of Lashes Iconic. So now let's go ahead and do the lower lash line. I did already throw some gel liner in my waterline when I was tight lining just to keep everything super nice and black. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with the teal shade on a pretty pointy pencil brush. And I'm just going to work that like in my lower lash line as much as possible. Want to get it really opaque. Alright, so I cleaned the excess product off that little pencil brush, and I'm going to go into the yellow shade and just lightly buff that underneath. I'm going to go into a really precise little paintbrush and just take a little bit more of the teal shade and just really get in there. Again, I'm just going back so that there is a good smoked out gradient. I'm just going to take some mascara and do my lower lash line. Alright, so now for the face, I'm going to start off with a Divina Cosmetics bronzer in the shade Sandbar. So next I'm going to go ahead and take the Cindy Luminizer from the Balm. For highlighter today, I'm going to take the Love Looks Beauty highlighter in the shade Pumpkin Coconut. For lips today, I'm going to start off with the Gerard Cosmetics lip pencil in the shade Sheer, and this is kind of a really pretty deeper neutral shade on my skin tone. I was sent this through Octoly, and I am an affiliate with Gerard Cosmetics. My code is amy.loves in case you guys ever want to use it. All of my codes actually are amy.loves just to make it super easy and simple to remember, and I do have them in my description box. I try not to throw it out there too much because I just don't want to become annoying, but I actually am super excited about being an affiliate with Gerard because I have been on their Facebook affiliate group, and it's so supportive and just such a cool, it's a really cool thing that they're doing. And I feel like the owner, Jen Gerard, is actually such a genuine, like, nice, sweet person. I love watching her lives. I should probably stop talking while I do my lip line. Seriously, such a creamy, super easy to use lip liner. Really love that color. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the Color Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Peach Cobbler and just top that. And then I'm going to top all of that with the Hollow Lip Gloss from Plouise. Last but not least, I'm going to go into this shade right here from Sydney Grace called Green Mist. And I'm going to pop that on my inner corner. Alright, so this is the finished look for day one. I really love how it turned out. I feel like these colors are just super vibrant and beautiful. And I'm excited for the rest of this week, and I hope you guys are too. So I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, so it is day two, and we're going to be doing a super neutral smoky eyes. So I'm going to start off with this shade right here called Love Struck. I already primed my eyes with the Plouise base, so I'm just going to go ahead with a small crease brush, and I'm just going to put this brown in my crease, and I'm going to build it up before I blend it out. Alright, so once it's packed on, I'm just going to like lightly go in circular motions and blend out that shade a little bit. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and take this really warm brown right here called Obsessed. And I'm just going to kind of put that over top the edge that was blended out and just kind of keep blending. Go ahead and take some more of the dark brown shade and just keep blending. Take the lightest brown shade right here called Fling to use this on the edge just to gently buff out the line of shadow here and make it nice and smoky. Just going in with a little bit of product, and I'll build up when I need to. Alright, so next for my lid, I'm going to go ahead and take the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Cheap Date, which is just a beautiful metallic gold. I'm just going to go back in with my really tiny crease brush and just kind of blend the edges a little bit. I'm going to use the NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Plouise pigment in a pinch of Seduction, which is just a pretty gold. So that is pretty much the eye look today. I'm going to go ahead and do part of my face off camera, and then I'll be back to finish up. Alright, so today I am going to again take the Divina Cosmetics Sandbar and just bronze my face / contour at the same time. And for blush today, I'm going to take the Essence Peachy Beam Face Palette in collaboration with Casey Holmes, and I'm going to just use a little bit of Just Peachy. Very pigmented. And then for highlighter, I'm going to take the Natasha Denona Super Glow highlight in the shade Fair. This is actually my first time using this one. I'm taking the tiniest pencil brush and just going in with the deepest brown shade and just gonna smoke that out. I'm going to take the smallest blending brush I used today and just very lightly blend out the edge. I'm going to take a tiny touch of the Natasha Denona highlighter and just pop that on my inner corner for a little highlight. Actually, I'm also going to pop that on my brow bone. Am I the only one who loses their mascara every 2 seconds? Last but not least, today I'm going to go ahead and use a really bright red lip. This has a little bit of an orange undertone. This is Dose of Colors Liquid Lipstick in Bittersweet. Alright, so this is the finished look for day 2. Love how it turned out. I feel like this is the perfect, like, easy go-to fall look, and I just love reds and berries during fall, so finally pulling out some red lipstick. I know a lot of people like reds during the summer, but the summer is more like nude glossy lips for me, and fall and winter is more like liquid lipsticks. So loving this, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright, so it is day 3, and I'm going to go ahead and start off my look with this shade right here. It's kind of like a really deep red with a strong pink undertone called Velvet Kiss. I already primed my eyes with the Plouise base, so I'm just going to go ahead with this shade, and I'm just going to tap this all over the lid. Alright, so it looks a little crazy right now, but that's okay. That's how smoky eyes always are. So I'm just going to kind of turn the brush to the side just a little bit and kind of just really gently buff out the edge. Alright, so don't worry, I am going to blend out the crease more in a moment, but first I'm going to take the shade right here called Love Shy, and on a like kind of fatter pencil brush, I'm just going to kind of blend that along my lower lash line just a little bit, just to make it the base a little bit darker. I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush and some more of Velvet Kiss and just kind of tap that over and just blend a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the deeper orange right here, which is called Bow Down, and I'm just going to kind of place that over the crease, blending in circular motions and just slowly working my way upwards. So it's getting a little higher than I anticipated. It's not quite going the way I thought it was going to be, but I'm going to go ahead and take the lighter orange shade now right here called Dreamy. Alright, so I'm going back in with a little bit more of Velvet Kiss just to like re-intensify that red shade. Just patting it on. I'm going to go into that darkest shade, Love Shy, again, and I'm going to take it on a like little flat eyeliner brush, and I'm just going to pack that onto the lash line. Alright, so I know I look a little bit crazy right now, but that is pretty much the eyeshadow for the lid. I am going to go in with a black liner to kind of tame it down a little bit. So you know the drill. I'm going to finish up my face and I'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and bronzed with the Divina Cosmetics bronzer in Sandbar again. And I added House of Lashes Iconics. So now I'm just going to start off with the shade Love Shy, the darkest shade, the kind of burgundy. And I'm just going to work that on my lower lash line. And then I'm just going to take my pencil brush with no additional product, and I basically wiped off all the excess product that was on it, and I'm just going to buff out underneath very, very softly. My lid looks a little bit more orange, and my lower lash line is very, very burgundy. I'm going to go ahead and take just a touch of Dreamy and just very lightly buff that underneath. And then for my inner corner, I'm going to go ahead and take the NYX Glitter Primer and the Plouise pigment in the shade A Hint of Desire. This is kind of like a light pinky gold shade, so I thought it'd be a really pretty pop on the inner corner. Actually, before I go in with that, I'm going to take a little bit of the Dill Starter Cosmetics Peony Petals highlighter, just a little tap, and I'm just going to place that down as a base for the highlighter, just so it has a little bit of like a shimmer already there, since it is more of a pigment. But seriously, that inner corner highlighter, I don't know how much you guys are going to be able to tell on camera, is probably one of the most pretty inner corner colors I've ever done. I love a unique colored inner corner, and this just, like the combo of the highlighter and the pigment, it is such a pretty mix of like a baby doll pink with gold reflex. It is so, so beautiful, so I'm loving that. I'm going to go ahead and just add mascara on my lower lash line. I lost my mascara again. Alright, so now for a highlighter today, I'm going to go ahead and take the Sydney Crease Cosmetics Loose Highlighter, and this is the shade Pink Lightning. I'm not going to lie, I think that is one of the prettiest pink highlighters I've ever seen. I may have taken it down a little bit too far, because sometimes I tend to do that, but it is gorgeous. I totally forgot to put blush on, so I'm just going to take a little bit of Kylie Cosmetics Hopeless Romantic, which is the red blush. Alright, so now for lips, I'm going to start off with the Marc Jacobs Lip Pencil, and this is the shade Cream and Sugar. Alright, so I don't think I've ever been more excited in my life to use a lipstick for the first time. This is the Marc Jacobs Gloss Stick in the shade Sugar Sugar. Okay, so I kind of just had a moment here. It looks so beautiful. It is so, so glossy. Like, it literally looks wet on the lips. It feels really comfortable. It, like, the formula itself, like when you're applying it, feels really interesting. So, do I need more shades? Alright, so this is the final look for day 3, and I really love how it turned out. I could just live in this look for the rest of my life. I love reds and pinks on the eyes, especially because I have green eyes, and I really don't get compliments on my eye color, like, ever, unless I'm wearing a super red or pink look, because it makes them pop so, so much. So, love this. I love the inner corner, love the highlight, love the lip gloss, love the eyeshadow. So, it was a good makeup day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, so here we are, day 4, super excited. I feel like I'm going to do a super, super intense look today. So the very first color I'm going to start off with is the bright purple here called Addicted. I already primed my eyelids with the Plouise base, so I'm just going to go ahead and start taking this shadow, and I'm going to start off by just packing it on. And I'm going to pack all along the crease from the outer corner all the way to the inner corner. And I'm just going to keep packing that on until I get it nice and intense. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here, which is called Rendezvous. I'm just going to be blending that above the purple. Alright, so I'm just going to go in with the previous brush, no additional product, and just blend a bit more. I'm going to go ahead and take the orange shade here called Dreamy. I'm going to put that just slightly above the red. Alright, so I'm going back in with my previous brush and just a little bit more of Rendezvous, the red shade. And I'm just blending between the orange and the red and the purple. In with a touch more purple, again just blending. So next I'm going to go ahead and take the yellow shade right here called Climax. And I'm just going to lightly dust this shade over the very outer part right here. Just blending. Alright, so now I'm going to take a touch more of the orange shade and just going back in and blending. Honestly, just taking a really good amount of time and just going back and forth between the colors and the brushes to get that perfect blend. Or at least as close to the perfect blend as possible. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease. Alright guys, so today is one of those very, very rare days where I'm cutting my entire crease. I never do this because I feel like I don't really like it that much, but I'm trying to be more experimental. I'm going to start off with the dark purple. And I'm going to be placing that on my outer and inner thirds. I feel like this brush is not getting quite where I want it to go, so I'm going to go in with a different one. I'm going to go ahead and take the shade right here called Affair. I'm going to put Affair down the center. Well, not down the center, I'm sorry, like on the side. I'm leaving the center a little bit open. In the very center of my lid, I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here called Infatuation. Put that in the center right here, just kind of tapping it on. I really am not good at doing like the cool little shape in the center. Like that is just not, dang it, I messed it up even more. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make this work. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of the teal shade. So I kind of feel like this look would be so much prettier if there was a shimmer in the middle, but I'm torn because I wanted to do an all matte look, but also I think a shimmer would really do a lot for this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take the JD Glow Cosmetics eyeshadow in the shade AKA. And I'm just going to top the pink shade. And then I'm going to take just a touch of the shade Opal and tap that in the center. Okay, so sorry that I did not do an outro there. My camera actually died, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm pretty much done with the top of my eyes anyways, so may as well just go ahead and finish up my face. So I went ahead and added Iconics from House of Lashes, the Divina bronzer again, which I'm kind of obsessed with. So let's go ahead and do the lower lash line. I'm going to go into the purple shade Addiction. And I'm just going to go as close to my lower lash line as possible. Am I the only one who has the hardest time getting super close to the lower lash line? Like, I don't want to have any blank spots, but I have the hardest time really getting in there. So if you have any tips for that, I would love to hear. I'm just going to take my like fluffier brush that I went in with the purple shade on my lid, and I'm just going to slightly, I got that on my cheek. Good job, Amy. Gonna blend that out. And then for my inner corner, I'm going to go back into the shade Opal from JD Glow, and I'm just going to wet that actually and apply. For blush today, I'm going to go ahead and take Makeup Geek Summer Fling. And then for highlighter, I'm going to go into My Prerogative from Sparrow Cosmetics. So for lipstick today, I'm going to go ahead and use the Makeup Geek lipstick in the shade Shy. Was going to top that with a gloss, but it's actually a really glossy finish. This is super pretty. Alright, so this is the final look for day 4, and I do like how it turned out, but I wouldn't necessarily say that it's like my favorite or that I'm loving it. But either way, I hope you guys got a little inspiration from this look, so I will see you tomorrow. Alright guys, so we are here for day 5, and today's look is going to be a little bit more on the simple side. I try to do a simple no lashes look in every week of, because I feel like, you know, everyone has different makeup styles, so hopefully there's something for everyone. So the shade that I'm going to start off with today is Amour, right here. I already primed my eyes with the Plouise base in shade 0.5, so I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to throw this in the crease and blend upwards. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here called Pleasure, and I'm going to start with this on the outer V and then kind of bring it in the crease just a little bit. Alright, so I ended up blowing that shade out a little bit more than I meant to, but I'm just going to take the previous brush and just kind of just go in circular motions and just blend. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the darkest brown shade here called Love Struck and just kind of blend that in just a little bit. And then again, just going in with the previous brush and just kind of blending a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and take the shade S&M right here. I'm actually just going to take that on my finger to make it easy. And I'm just going to tap that on my lid. And I'm just going to take my fluffy brush and just blend the edges. Last but not least, I'm just going to take a touch of Amour, the first shade that we went in with, and just slightly go over the edge again. So that is my eyeshadow today. I'm going to go ahead and finish up most of my face, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I was kind of liking this look, but now that I've got my face on a little bit more and I added some mascara to the top lashes, I feel like I'm really digging this. I feel like it's such a pretty soft pink, but still pretty wearable, at least to me, kind of look. So I also went ahead and added the Divina bronzer today. Obsessed. I can't get enough. So for blush, I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Kink and Kisses. Man, why? This entire video is just like full of sexual names apparently. So here's what this looks like. I actually did receive this through Influencer like a hot minute ago. Just gonna add a little touch on top. I want to go pretty like monochromatic pink on my face today. And then for highlighter today, I'm gonna go into the Dulceta Cosmetics Peony Petals. I'm actually gonna go ahead and just take that highlighter on a pencil brush, and I'm going to pop that on the inner corner of my eye as well. And then for my lower lash line, I'm going to go into the shade right here called Pleasure. And I'm just going to kind of dab that along the lower lash line. Going to go in with a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes. Alright, so for lips today, I'm going to start off with the lip pencil and the lipstick from Marc Jacobs in the shade Cream and Sugar. These are just little minis. Sorry, I totally forgot to say it, but I'm going in with Brio from Dose of Colors. Alright, so this is the final look for day 5, and I really love how it turned out. I feel like this is my perfect, like, neutral, wearable makeup look. Just speaks to my heart. I love pink so much. Like I said, they really bring out my eyes. So I think that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely let me know down below what look was your favorite. I'm always interested to see, because a lot of times my favorite look is not your guys' favorite look. So it's just interesting to see what everyone is drawn to. I think my favorite look for this week was definitely day number 1. That was probably the most fun to do, and just I really loved the final look. And it photographed beautifully, so I was really happy about that one. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.